guys, welcome back to my channel. What we're going to do today should be a really cute little DIY. I have noticed I made a book over several years ago on my channel, and I'll link that behind this one if you're interested. But I want to make a vintage looking book, okay? And you can do so much with books, and next week I think I'm going to do something else. But for this week, what you need to do is just get you 4 books, paperback, okay? I picked these up at the Dollar Tree. It doesn't matter what they say or anything, just get you 4 paperback books. If you have some old ones around the house, that's even better, okay? So you need 4 paperback books. Then you're going to need an image of your choice. Now I went online and just, I think I got this from the Graphics Fairy, okay? And now this first one, I don't know which one I'm going to be using. This first one is, I think this one, I don't know. One of these I paid $4 and something for, and the other one I was free from the Graphics Fairy, and I don't remember which, but I'll link both of them in the description box below. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the birds. I think that is just adorable. Or this fresh French flower market. That's gorgeous too. Okay, and I just printed it out on my printer and just sized it to match my book using my Cricut, but you can go into your computer, your printer, and fix the size that way, okay? Then you're going to need some Mod Podge. I just get this at the Dollar Tree. You can get it anywhere. I have a big can of it too. Then I'm going to be using some twine. I really like this from the Dollar Tree. It's a nice size, so I thought it would look really cute with this book. Then I may use some Waverly Antiquing wax, not sure yet. And then just you'll need some brushes, a hot glue gun, and some kind of foliage we're going to use. So I don't know which kind we're going to do with that either. So let me go ahead, flip the camera around. I think I'll flip that camera coming this way, and we'll get started. Okay, here's my 4 books, like I said, that I picked up. What you want to do is just, and this was at the Dollar Tree, but a regular price was $6.89, so you can find some deals. I don't know if this book's any good. I'm not even going to look at it, but all right. I think I'm going to tear off about that much because I want this to just look old, okay? And I'm going to tear off the bottom. Just like this, okay? And do the same with all of your books. And you can keep the rest of those pages if you want to do something later. You can take it to as far down as you want. I just want it to look just like a bunch of writing, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, just like this, all right? Now what you want to do is figure out, I'm gonna cut this, because this one book has like, I don't know, like something thin over the label, I don't know. All right, so I want to figure out, I think I'll keep this one on the top. Now, like I said, I'm not even sure what I want to do which one I want to do. I love them both. I guess it just really depends on what look you're going for. I mean, here's this one, and then here is this one. I think since I'm really torn, but I think since it is spring, I might do this one. They're both beautiful, and like I said, I'll link them in the description box, okay? And I printed out 2 of these in case I mess up, all right? So let me put this down to protect my counter. The first thing you want to do is get your hot glue gun and just start putting some glue on here. And then stacking these right on there and pressing down. You could sell these if you wanted to. I think you could get a lot of money out of something like this. But I'm going to do it just for my decor. And like I said, I did a book a couple years ago, and I really like how it turned out. I just made over the outside cover. Okay, and there that is. Okay. So now this is what we have. Now I would definitely put more glue towards the front and not so much towards the back, but this will be good for what I want to do. Okay, so now what I want to do is take some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to put it out right here, and I'm going to cover the spine of the books with the Mod Podge. This is such an easy little DIY, but I think it's really going to give us a beautiful little effect. Okay, then you want to take this and put it right on by using that bottom. Okay, all right, then we're just going to rub this on here. Okay, and go in between those books with your fingers. All right, now I'm just going to take my scissors and come along this back . And cut that down. And the bottom and the sides are pretty even, okay? All right, so now what I want to do, you could make this bigger and then cut it down, okay? Now this is what we're getting so far, but we are not finished, okay? Kind of letting this dry just a little bit, rubbing in between that, okay? Now I'm going to let this dry just for a little bit, not a long time, and then I'll be back and we'll continue. Now I'm going to take an X-Acto knife and very carefully, that's why we pushed our fingers in there, cut in between those books. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Now this is what we're getting, and I cut that off a little bit, but to me it really doesn't look bad because it looks old. But you can see here the books look like they're separate, okay? And you can make as much of a separation as you want. It's entirely up to you, okay? But I'm loving this effect, okay? Now what I want to do is take a lot of Mod Podge and go over this again to seal this top on. Really well. Okay, and now we're going to let this dry a little bit, not too long. I'm going to put that in some water so it doesn't dry out, and then we'll come back once this dries and we will continue. Okay, this is what we're getting so far. I love that. I just think it just looks like a bunch of old books put together, okay? Now, what I want to do is take this Waverly Antiquing Wax, all right? And I'm just going to get a little bit of water on my brush. Not a lot, and I just want to go in here a little bit, kind of wipe that off on that paper plate, and I just want to kind of come along through here and kind of hit the top right down through here, like maybe it's an old book. Hit all my little sides. Maybe come down through here just a little bit. On the top, you can do as little or as much as you want, just to kind of give it that, like it's a little old. Maybe fraying a little bit. I think this is cute. Just whatever you want to do to it. I'm going to do these ends the same way. Because I don't want them to look pristine. Right down through here too. Just like they weathered a while, okay? And if you think you get too much, you can always wipe it off, all right? Now, this is what we're getting so far. Like I said, you can put as much or as little on there as you want. I may go back and put a little more on these edges, okay? In person, it looks a lot more weathered than it's showing up on the camera, okay? But this is what we're getting. Just kind of old looking, okay? So now what I want to do, I'm going to take, this is such an easy little DIY, like I said. I'm going to take this and just start wrapping this around this book. Just cut off a bunch, because I think it will add so much to the effect. Okay, I'm just going to start wrapping this around. You can wrap as much or as little as you want. I think that's plenty. Okay, then I'm going to take it, loop it through here. And tie a knot in it. Like that. Okay, to where I have two, all right. Then I think I'll probably, now to figure out what I want to put on top, this is what we're getting so far. I think that's really cute, okay, just like that. It's a good way to upcycle or repurpose books. All right, then let's look at this. You could put, I really made that look old. Then you can just slip this down in here like this. Or we could use something brighter or a mixture of brighter. It's just totally up to you what you want to do. Okay, so let's take a look. Well, here it is. I think it is just as cute as it can be. It looks so vintage, so old, so weathered. I may put a little bit more dark on the sides because to me they don't really match this front. But here's the top. Just look at that. You can put anything you want up there. I just thought I'd put some greenery since we have a lot of flowers. But look at the front of that. It just looks like a bunch of books that have been stacked. I love it. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out on YouTube. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe and become a member of our family. And if you subscribe, hit that notification bell and set it to all so you won't miss an upload. So I will see you Monday for some sort of Cricut DIY. If you're new to my channel, every Monday I put up a Cricut video, and then the rest of Tuesday and Friday are DIYs, and then Wednesday is usually a haul. Sometimes I throw a vlog in there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Now Tuesday, I think we're gonna get back to our stamps. I'm obsessed with that stuff. I cannot stand it. So let me go get Maggie and let her say hi to you. Well, here's the little girl. And there she goes. Maggie, AKA the snuggler. She really wasn't asleep. She was just in there on her blanket, kind of just taking it all in. She says, "Oh, you gonna tell him what happened this morning?" She says, "This doggy came down our street. Can you believe the nerve?" Say, "That's right." And say, "Maggie had a bark." Yes, she had to just bark, 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 bark. And Mommy gave her a treat. So let's take a look at how this looks just sitting in some of my decor. Until next time, bye guys. Well, here it is sitting beside my vase I did the other day. I'm so glad you all love that. I do too. But you can see it just looks like a bunch of old collection of books, maybe about the flower market and different flowers. And I love the top. Now I was thinking I could have also taken some of that wax, antiquing wax, and put it on a like a paper towel and just sort of swirled it in places, and I think that would have given it a lot of character as well. But I love how this turned out. It's a very simple way and very, very easy to upcycle old books or books from the Dollar Tree, but I think it is precious. So until next time, bye guys.